Hey guys, it's Nate, aka the FUT Accountant. Welcome back to the channel. The big day is here. FUT Birthday arrives today inside of FC 25 with some of the craziest news of upcoming content yet. Of course, it's the big Ronaldo SBC day, but there's so much more. More SBC players coming out, and arguably the biggest team of players and packs that we have seen this year. All, of course, 5-star skills and 5-star weak foot. We have to talk about evolutions, objectives, and of course, guys, the market. It's in shambles because all this content looks so crazy, but let's dive into it. If you're excited for FUT Birthday, drop a thumbs up and subscribe if you're new. Now, before we get into all the big content today for FUT Birthday, let's look over yesterday's Thursday content, the last day of Fantasy FC, which kind of gave us some content to lead in well to today on a big promo Friday. Firstly, the player SBC, we finally got the flashback Rolfo, guys. This is a very, very good card. Great play styles, good rolls, especially if you're looking to play her at center mid. And of course, it's the flashback to the very legendary FC24 fantasy card. 4-star, 5-star with, again, insane stats, good play styles. The price is the only kind of problem here with this SBC. 289 rated squads are really elevating the cost of this to 653,000 coins. I don't think it's actually that terrible, but I think for me, and maybe a lot of you guys as well, it's just like we're about to be in FUT Birthday with all this insane content. We have 2 huge SBCs leaked for today. This is one that I don't want to spend my fodder on right now until I see what else comes out, at least in the first couple days of FUT Birthday. Now, it's out for 30 days, so you got plenty of time to do it. I'm still going to do this SBC later on down the line, but for right now, it's kind of not my main focus with the big stuff that is coming out today. Now, other stuff we had an SBCs yesterday was the final refresh of the Fantasy FC trade-in. Of course, another refresh of the daily login and the final 83 times 14s. But we had a new upgrade pack, the 83 times 10. This has actually been a staple of every big promo we've had this year. Winter Wildcards and Team of the Year being the last most recent examples of this. And 83 times 10 repeatable for the whole entire promo happened during both of those. Here we are again. The next 2 weeks on this game, we will be able to do 4 83 times 10s each and every day on this game. That is music to your ears if you've invested into Team of the Weeks. Guys, these cards are now 15,000 coins per card. Great investment here. Keep holding because the inform demand is not going away yet. We've got daily player SBCs, more packs to come out, maybe a new upgrade pack even to replace the 83 times 14 today, like an 84-5 or an 85 double. Watch out for that. I would keep listing those informs up, list them a little higher because those card prices should hopefully go up a little bit more later into next week. Especially, after a little bit of a drop this weekend with the Team of the Week supply with rewards from FUT Champs, I think you'd see inform cards do well next week too. So that's one thing I would say about that. And then speaking of SBC fodder, with an 83 times 10 that is out, that's going to drive a lot more people to do a lot more SBCs. Fodder, even on the low tier, the middle tier, and the high tier, is going to be moving in the next week. Specifically, the high tier has our attention right now. We're going to talk a little bit more about that later when we take a look at the SBCs coming today. But definitely keep an eye on fodder because that's going to get a lot more people doing SBCs since we have that 83 times 10 out right now. Let's go to evolutions where we had a surprise evo yesterday. An evolution called the Toon squad that allows us to take a striker and make them a center midfielder with a passing boost all around the card, honestly, but pinged pass plus and a couple of other playstyles, including Tiki Taka and box-to-box plus for the role. Some crazy upgrades here, man. As you can see, Johan Cruyff fits this. It goes from 37 defending to 63. He gets pinged pass plus up to 90 passing and 88 physical. I think one of the craziest cards in this whole entire Evo is this Antoine Griezmann. What in the world is this? A center mid Antoine Griezmann. He needs a weak foot upgrade in some sort of maybe like cosmetic, or not cosmetic, but like objective Evo where you can just do a 4-star weak foot boost. He needs that badly. But all 84 and above stats on this card with, of course, good playstyles for a midfielder. Maybe a defending playstyle would be nice, and that's something to consider when you look at these Evo chains. But great rolls, plus at box-to-box, playmaker plus, and half-winger plus for Griezmann here. This is a cool Evo. Is it worth 60,000 coins? I think if there's somebody who's really interesting to you and you want to create a crazy card through this Evo, then absolutely go for it. For me right now, I don't know who to do. I don't know if Cruyff is deserving of this one for me. I don't know if there's anybody from Spurs or from the USA squads that I'm building with Evos to really just jump into this right away. Might be something that I hold off on and wait for some more Evos in the future. Now, last thing of yesterday's content that we have to discuss is actually in the store. Yes, EA dropped those store packs that we have been talking about in the last couple of days. We saw the pack code. That's a weird description. This is supposed to say the packs for you section. I don't know why it says UT StoreCat SPFU. Don't know what's going on there. But we had 2 new packs in here yesterday. The 400,000 today and tomorrow player pick pack. This is the icon pick, basically. 1 of 2 between a team of the year and a future star icon. Here's what I have to say about this. If you have a lot of coins, do it. Have fun, whatever. But if you don't, and you're going to look to spend your hard-earned coins on a store pack during FUT Birthday to try to get the most out of it with your coins, do not open this one. There's going to be a 400k pack this next couple of days on this game, just like there's a 400k pack right now for fantasy that gives you a guaranteed fantasy item, and it gives you 10 86 plus players, 10 walkouts, and a 91 plus guaranteed fantasy. There's going to be store packs like that for FUT Birthday that are going to give you a bunch of fodder and still a guaranteed promo card. I would spend your coins on something like that. I will be opening packs like that with my coins instead of stuff like this that only gives you 1 card. Now, you could get something really good from this. People are getting Thierry Henry, Eusebio, and some good Team of the Year cards, some good future star icons as well, but also there's some players like Nesta and Lampard in there who are below 400,000 coins and not the best. It is a gamble at the end of the day. Be careful with that one. Now, this pack is a must-do. Now, if you're like, Nate, I don't see either of these packs in my store, it's because you have to have logged into the console version of FC25 on your console or on PC for 100 separate days since the game has come out. So if you just got the game recently or if you haven't been on it for long, you won't see these here. But once you hit that 100-day threshold, these packs should show up in your For You section. This pack, though, is only 100 coins. It's an 82 times 11 with 1 guaranteed walkout. That's basically like a 10 coin pack or a 30 coin pack from previous promos, but it's way better. It's an 82 times 11, so they made it 100 coins. That's phenomenal. Basically a free pack from EA there, where a lot of us at least are saving that pack for today on FUT Birthday Friday. Now let's get into it, man. That's what we're here for. That's what we're excited for. FUT Birthday starts today, and it really started yesterday with a whole lot more news about what is coming today. And it's not like the leakers were even releasing this news to us. Sure, the leakers do have a lot of news. We have the full team with one of the biggest promo squads I've ever seen coming to packs today. But EA is also just like, yeah, we're going to tell you guys, instead of letting the leakers have all the fun, we're going to tell you guys all about this promo. Let's look at the actual details from EA, where we learned a lot, especially relating to those 3 FIFA legends, Gervinho, Ibarbo, and Dumia, that are coming during FUT Birthday during this promo. Firstly, once again, just to remind you, all of the FUT Birthday players, icons, heroes, and irregular cards in packs will be 5-star skills, 5-star weak foot. That is honestly insane. Today, there's going to be some sort of stream where Diogo Jota is going to reveal the whole team. Again, it's leaked already. We're going to reveal it today too. But other things to look forward to: consumable evolutions for 5-star upgrades. I'm guessing that means the skills and to weak foot specifically. Inside objectives, the season ladder, and SBCs. That's awesome. And then, of course, the cosmetic evos. We looked at a leak of this in yesterday's video, and the card designs were actually just added to the game a little bit ago. FIFA 18, 19, and 20, there's going to be cosmetic evos where we get to choose these card designs and place them on an evo player. Absolutely phenomenal stuff there. Love the nostalgia stuff. They use that word a lot, and that is what is driving this promo. All the players that are being released, especially some of the SBCs, it's all about the nostalgia and players of the past that we loved and knew then that we would love to use now to take us back to those glorious times, right? That's nostalgia. It's a crazy thing. Now, other stuff that's really news, big news, is the "they're back." I can just see EA typing this out and thinking, they're back. They did that a long time ago with like icon SBCs, or no, it was the cards during the Halloween promo, the screen promo, when the cards would get boosted every so often. Anyways, random throwback there if you know what I'm talking about. Again, nostalgia. But the Ibarbo, Dumbia, and Gervinho are coming back to FC25, but it's not today, right? EA said reigniting memories of blistering pace, silky dribbling, and unbeatable chemistry. Available next Friday. The Roma trio will feature through objectives and evolutions, but they will also have FUT Birthday hero versions that'll be in the Ultimate Team player pool of packs for Team 2, basically. These are the official cards that were leaked yesterday for those players. The official base cards for Doumbia, Abarbo, and Gervinho. They don't look that great, but they're base heroes. Like, honestly, a lot of base heroes at this stage of the game kind of look like this, especially if they're 85 rated. Those are okay stats for 85 rated cards. But it sounds like somehow we're going to be able to get these base cards through objectives and evolutions and then give them a boost. A lot of people are comparing this with how it sounds to like the whole Maradona situation, where we were able to get the free Maradona and then evolve him up from there. I don't think we're going to be getting these cards for free like we did with Maradona. It sounds like we're going to have to somehow claim them through objectives or something like that before we can maybe upgrade them and use them, but that is still super duper hype, and the whole point is to use all 3 of them. So hopefully it's not like a player pick where you have to like choose one of the 3. Hopefully you get to use all 3. I see some future potential market impact with that too. If EA is giving us 3 pretty dope attackers that a lot of people want to use, that's going to hurt some prices. But we'll talk about that later on, because that is next week. And then, of course, next week as well, we're going to have Season 6, Memory Lane. Some interesting things in here, though. The season ladder will be packed with nostalgic player content, including standout names from past Football Ultimate Team campaigns featuring Saudi League stars as a nod for the next World Tour. So that is really interesting. They also said there's going to be weekly objectives, weekly play, that's stuff that's normally in the game anyway. But that's the big news. The cards coming back, the heroes, the front 3 there, the Evos, of course, 5-star, 5-star, and all of the leaks that EA kind of gave us early. Now, let's get back into what's happening today. I know the Abarbo, Gervinho, and Doumbia is huge news. We have to wait a week for that. What we don't have to wait a week for is arguably the biggest team of a promo that I've ever seen. 37 cards from one promo team, not re-releases and the promo team. It kind of feels like the summertime, man, with this many cards in packs, to be honest. All we're missing would be some sort of re-release. 37 cards of all FUT Birthdays, all 5-star, 5-star is honestly crazy. You got big names in here too. You got Ronaldinho, you got Haaland, you got Sophia Wilson. She's getting a card. Patrick Vieira's card looks unbelievable. Ramirez looks like a freaking Tots card, man. Ruben Diaz with Bruiser Plus and Anticipate. Salma Polarello with the Quick Step and the technical. You've got Bonmati, Jude Bellingham, Griezmann, Rafa Leao. You got Alcocha, Basha, Van Basten, Trent Alexander-Arnold here, dead ball and long ball with really good stats, to be honest. 92 defending, 92 passing. I don't know if he's going to be able to play like CM or CDM. That's going to be a very hyped card today. Thuram, the striker Thuram, who was very famous for his Player of the Month earlier on this year, is getting a 92 rated FUT Birthday with Trickster and Power Shot. Marquisio's card looks insane. Kelly's getting a card there. John Duran moving to the Saudi League. Isco, Ledley King. This card's going to be a budget or semi-cheap, maybe middle ground price range, couple $100K. That's going to be an insane card for Premier League teams on a budget. As a center back, Oberdorf, Petit, Rabiot, a FIFA legend, has plenty of FIFA cards in the past that have been so overpowered. Garnacho's getting a card with Rapid and Relentless. Diaby, Ruben Neves, Nico Jackson, Garasi, Pepe Reina, Labatka, Singo, Gruel, Jota. Like, look at these. Like, these are a lot of fodder cards down here for sure. Some not have the best playstyles on them. Some of them don't even have the best stats. But they're all 5-star, 5-star, even the keepers. And some of them could probably be evoed, like this Jota right now. Celtic Jota with Trickster and Trivella, 90 pace, 90 dribbling, 88 rated. He can probably evolve at this very moment in time. Now, it's interesting that this team is so massive. There's so many players in it. That makes me wonder how the pack weight's going to be. I feel like the pack weight for Fantasy FC Team 2 was a lot better than Team 1. It just feels better when you're packing, even if it's just fodder cards, when you're seeing the promo card design down the tunnel. It's more exciting and more fun, even if it is promo cards that are more fodder options more often than not. At least it feels like you have a chance of packing something good. Actually, guys, yesterday I had one of the biggest pack pulls of the entire game for me. I packed one of the best cards from this promo team. That's on the second channel if you want to check that out. I'll link that right above here. That was crazy. But with this promo team, since there's so many players in packs, that's really going to be crazy because I think the pack weight's going to have to be at least halfway decent. And I also think since all of these cards, even though they're fodder, are 5-star, 5-star, some of them pretty big names or at least usable cards people want to try, I'm really worried for the lower tier part of the market because that's a lot of crazy cards that are going to be coming out today. Now, let's move on to the SBCs and keep moving through things. Guys, of course, the Rolfo was yesterday, but that's not as big as the flashback SBC is coming today. We know the number one SBC that we're excited for today, and that is the Cristiano Ronaldo flashback. We've talked a lot about it in the past couple of days. He is the big SBC coming today. Once again, this is the official card with Finesse Plus and Rapid Plus with those stats, that dynamic image. Hopefully he's 5-star, 5-star. Hopefully he has the left wing position. Those are the things that we do not know yet. And of course, we don't know the rest of the playstyles on the card, but that's what we hope for. The price is predicted to be once again around 2.5 million coins, somewhere in the 2 to 3 mil range. In the middle, 2.5 mil seems to be the sweet spot according to the leaks. I think that's a fair price for this card, but I will say once again, watch out on the Team of the Year Ronaldo today. He's going to get panic sold again. He's down at 3.5 mil. He was 3.3 at one point yesterday. Some people are going to take a look at this brand new card and say it's not good enough. Go buy this version. But I think after that, his card price is probably just going to continue to slide down as this Ronaldo is just going to be super duper hyped. And there's even another striker card that's coming today that may take some demand away from other striker cards on the market. So that's big SBC number 1. Big SBC number 2 is the Havertz duo. These are official stats for Havertz. Now, for me, I think the center mid Havertz is the one that's going to absolutely end up cooking through all of this, but the striker Havertz could be really good too. Power shot and technical once again, and anticipate and long ball on the midfield one. That's a really big SBC there. This is probably going to impact your middle tier budget, high tier budget center mids, because Havertz has a history of being very overpowered in this game, especially for Premier League midfielders. A lot of people, if they have a tradable one, might be selling it if they haven't already to put this card in their team today. So watch out for that one. We don't know the price of this one yet. I'm going to guess $1 million, $1.5 million, because those cards look very good. And once again, they are 5-star, 5-star. Now, speaking of fodder, with the Ronaldo, with that coming today, with the fact that we're getting so many other SBCs during this promo, of course, prices on the high rated, specifically the 91s, are flying. Are these getting too expensive? I'm really curious to see what happens today specifically with these cards because they've gone up so much. Guys, these were 32K. They're now 48, 49,000 coins. Is there enough demand to keep these cards inflated with the big SBCs, or are they actually going to end up dropping from overinvestment? Now, I think a lot of people are not scared to buy these, and they like the prices of these cards because they saw how crazy cards moved during Team of the Year. Only problem was during Team of the Year, we had even more SBCs, and we had the 82 times 20 unlimited for at least a few days there, which really kicked off the grind and made these prices go stupid crazy. And again, one of those big SBCs that made fodder go up, or at least these 91s go to 70K and above, was the Player of the Month Mbappe. We don't have that now, but we do have a Ronaldo flashback. So, really interested to see how this moves today. Regardless, fodder is going to be up. If you bought these cards below 40K, you're good to go. I don't see fodder crashing today unless Ronaldo has something completely wrong with the card. The price is way off. It's like super expensive and people start selling. That'd be the only reason I see those going down. I still could see them going up today. I just don't know how much higher they're going to go straight away. It might be a slow rise for the next couple of weeks as we have big SBC content. If you want to invest in fodder, I like 89s the best and maybe 90s, but 89s have barely moved. And they're still, if you look at where they went during Team of the Year, they were in the mid to high 20s with all the SBCs that came out too. And they're still only 20,000 coins at the moment. I think we can watch all the fodder prices throughout the next week though, as we're getting so many SBCs, a new player every single day. But that's something to watch out for. And as I mentioned earlier, when we're talking about SBCs for upgrade packs today, I bet we are getting another 83 times 14, maybe an 85 double, maybe an 84 times 5. We're going to have that and the 83 times 10 out at the same time. Now let's talk about evolutions because that's also going to be a massive part of content today, and we'll wrap up the video by talking about the market too. Firstly, a lot of evos expiring today. Make sure if you haven't, which I haven't, and I'm saying this because I'm reminding myself at the same time, to claim your shooting boost from the Fantasy FC Cup. This goes away today. I got to get that done. I'm doing a chain and I can't forget. But with FUT Birthday, one of the biggest pieces of hype is daily evolutions. And one of the evos that we're expecting is, like we mentioned already, that cosmetic evo where we're able to put FIFA 18, 19, or 20 card designs on our evo card. EA just added these to the code. Ignore the names. This is not the in-progress founder evo. I mean, that is the FUT Birthday FIFA 20 design, 19, and 18. So ignore those names. That's what those card designs are. If they're being added to the code, that makes me think that we might be getting those evos today on Friday. But of course, we're going to expect a big Evo as well. And it kind of, this leak right here reminds me of the Team of the Year Blueprint Evo that we had during Team of the Year. 500,000 coins. Everybody remembers it because it was the 3 Playstyle Plus Evo, and it went crazy. It dropped the market, of course, because it was expensive, but the upgrade was so worth it. We have another leak here from FUT Agent saying that we are going to get a 3 Playstyle Plus evolution during FUT Birthday. Is it today? Or is it not? That's the real question that I have. That's something to watch out for, though, because that could, like I said, impact the market if it's paid, if it's expensive. 3 Playstyle Pluses is still the top tier upper echelon meta. That's something to watch out for. The other thing is a Build Your Birthday Evo card design has been added. It is here in the game already. This reminds me, he says it's a free evolution. This reminds me specifically of the Team of the Year Evo center back. Remember when we could build our own Team of the Year center back card, and a lot of us did some crazy chains and some combinations. I did the Cuti Romero here. A lot of people did Varane. That was a build your own Team of the Year center back. Is this the same sort of situation where we're going to take our card up through some Evos and be able to upgrade it over time in some chains like we did with this one, where it was like you can only go into the next step and then into the next step? Or is it something different? So really curious to see what this one is. Or is this just simply an Evo that's going to give us 5-star, 5-star, since the whole point of FUT Birthday is 5-star, 5-star cards? Not entirely sure. Watch out for more leaks, but we're going to get a big Evo today for sure. If it's 3 Playstyle Pluses, that would be crazy. If it's just turn your card into a 5-star, 5-star, that would be pretty crazy as well. Now, with all of this, let's talk about the market, guys, because prices on the market are getting cooked. I'm being risky out here right now, trying to trade a couple of cards before we have the craziness of content today on Friday, but that's probably not the smartest thing to be doing based on how prices are moving on this game. You take a look at cards like Vinicius Jr. yesterday. He went from 2.5 million. Yeah, he's 2 million coins now, down 600K in just a day. Lenny Yoro, one of the most popular center backs right now in this game, went from 600K to 450,000 coins. Guys, the market is cooked because so many people are just panicking after what they've seen in terms of all these leaks with the cards that are coming out, with the SBCs and the number of SBCs that we're going to be getting. This is a whole list of SBCs coming in the next few days that we're going to continue to talk about on the channel as we see more and more and learn more and more about what FUT Birthday content we're going to be getting. Market-wise, I just think that we have to be very careful. I think there's going to be more panic selling before the content drop today. I think people are going to be selling cards, listing cards to try to get their coins out, to try to get liquid because of all the content that's going to be coming. They know the Ronaldo's incoming, right? They know that the big-time Evos are going to be incoming. I'm being risky right now, trying to trade with a base Maradona. First time I flipped a Maradona this year. His card's probably going to drop today, but there's still people that are buying cards on this game. There's still weekend league demand that is out there. I bought a Hyunmin Son fantasy card yesterday as well. I think the fantasy cards and the Team of the Year cards are the two most interesting card types for me today. 3 Playstyle Pluses on Team of the Years, and fantasy cards are still live. Even with the panic of the promo today, I could see these cards becoming decent investments for quick flip trades, or fantasy cards being still good investments for a longer term hold, because again, they are live. They got upgrades on the line, and if that's the case, which it is, they have potential price movements upwards still possible with them. So I'm still expecting a Friday night bubble. Whatever happens after content, prices could drop for an hour after content, but then I think they maybe go back up, or prices could go back up right after content. We will have to see. On some cards specifically, I mentioned the Team of the Years and I mentioned the fantasies because I think those are the most hyped cards in this game right now for the meta for 3 Playstyle Pluses and the fact that these are live. So I think we can still trade today, but nothing right now in this game, guys, to me is a long-term hold. Please do not hold cards for more than a week or two, because think about it. We're getting a daily player SBC. We're getting daily evolutions. That just means every single day a new card is coming out that might replace something in somebody's team with something new that is untradeable or better and 5-star, 5-star. And that means some of these older cards that have been maintaining their prices for a while are just going to keep getting cooked in price, and they're going to keep trending down. It's going to take a while. The prices may not drop, 20, 30, 40% in one single day, but over time during this promo, it's really going to deteriorate the market and a lot of player prices because of all the new stuff that is going to be coming out. So that's why I'm saying I'm being a little bit risky right now, trying to trade with this Maradona, with this Sonny. Probably going to sell my Jamie Carragher's as well. The one thing to note with these fantasy cards, and this is one thing that I learned yesterday after buying Jamie Carragher for what I thought was a decent opportunity to flip, take a look at the tracker. Jamie Carragher and Liverpool, they play this weekend. They play tomorrow, but then they don't play until April. Definitely check out the cards that you have packed and that you're investing in, and double check that they actually have games that they're going to be playing or upgrades that they could easily achieve before you go and invest. Like this card, Daniel Malen. He's still so hyped at the moment, right? Villa have got 1 win and 3 goals. They play Brentford and they play Brighton, but look at that gap in there. They're probably not going to score 9 goals against Brentford to get, or how it's 7 goals against Brentford to get enough to get an upgrade there. I think you just have to be really careful in the cards that you invest in right now. Maybe stick to investing in the ones that will upgrade mostly for fodder, like at the Sangov from team number 1, or maybe from team number 2, it's the Cucho Hernandez, maybe it's the Burkhart. It's those sorts of players that you are investing in the most. You're careful with the other ones. A card like Pavard still has a lot of hype. Could he be a good investment? Yes, he could. There's not as much of a gap here between his games as it is for the Premier League cards. I still like the fantasies. We're going to keep our eye on this. It's still going to be a great way to make coins overall during this FUT Birthday promo. But again, I think we have to be very careful. And as I say that, I'm doing some risky flips here with Son and with Maradona, but we'll get our coins out today and we'll be watching the market very close today with all the content that we have and all of the madness that we expect. Now, if you want to follow along with us, try to make some coins today, make sure you're watching the stream live. It's going to be a blast. It's going to be so much fun. I cannot wait for content today on Friday. If you're new to the channel, make sure you drop a subscription here. We're going to keep you updated through everything and anything that happens during FUT Birthday. If you enjoy this video, drop a thumbs up on it. And of course, comment down below if you have any questions. Again, check out the second channel. That link's right above there. And I will see you guys in the stream today. Happy FUT Birthday. It's been TheFutAccountant. See you there. Peace out.